In high school, I wore overalls with no shirt, my jeans tucked into my boots, and I could yell "Yee-haw" louder than the rest of them. Any of the kids that we heard of smoking marijuana, we would beat them up. The entire time, we'd be drinking and fighting each other. I decided to be a cop because I wanted to be able to fight legally. I loved everything about law enforcement. I learned how to manipulate citizens into running or fighting. I was very popular among all the other police officers because of the excitement I could get them in. I was the best drug agent in the area. There's not a day that we don't put somebody in jail for narcotics. We're finding mainly marijuana. I only had 5 miles of highway in my jurisdiction, and I made over 100 drug arrests in 1 year. I'll never forget the last marijuana arrest I made, and something hit me. I thought, I make 3 or 4 of these a day. Almost everybody I stop has marijuana. Marijuana roach in the ashtray, and I smell marijuana. Ladies, any y'all got any marijuana on you? I thought, there's got to be something to it. Well, for years, I had pounds in my house as training aids to train my drug dog. So I went home and I smoked that pot and I loved it. I'm like, this is what it's about. It's one of the funnest things I'd ever done. I married my pot dealer, this girl named Candy. Candy and I were talking, and I said, should I make a film on how insane the drug war is, or should I just teach people how not to get busted for pot? All these secrets I had. And she said, you gotta teach them how not to get busted. So we went and bought every magazine, High Times, Cannabis Culture, everything out there. We went on the internet and nothing was out there like it. Coming off the success of the Never Get Busted video series, we began getting thousands of emails of people being arrested and mistreated by law enforcement. And if I got an email and it fit exactly what I used to do, I knew they were telling the truth. And we were getting thousands of these. So Candy and I were talking, and she said, you know, Barry, you were so good at busting all those citizens, you should start busting some of these crooked cops. And I'm like, yeah.
No matter who you are, Barry Cooper's a guy you can call if the cops plant drugs on you, even if you've never dealt drugs in your life.
The deputy chief of police at the time, he called us and he said, tell you what I think happened. They made a mistaken identity. Confidential informant ended up planting drugs on the wrong person. It struck me later on that evening, it just kind of, you know, my eyes popped open like, wait a minute, how do you plant drugs on the right person?
According to Raymond Madden, an informant was instructed by police to plant a bag of meth in his daughter's car. But unfortunately, the information was wrong. Yolanda Madden was a working single mother of 2 at the time of her arrest.
So Raymond flew to East Texas and met with me. And I told him how we could catch those officers that planted the drugs on Yolanda, because some of them were my ex-partners.
Barry planted 2 Christmas trees under some grow lamps. Then, Odessa cops received an anonymous tip that a major drug operation was underway. As Barry knew they would, the police broke a number of laws leading up to an illegal invasion and search of his house. Barry proved that Odessa cops routinely break the law as standard operating procedure in fighting the drug war.
Get these cameras ready.
All right.
Hey, I'm Barry Cooper with Cop Busters. Why are you in my house? I'm busy making sure these Odessa cops quit planting drugs on people.
We're not giving nobody no hassle.
You did too. Y'all planted drugs on Yolanda and she's in prison because of it. That's giving people a hassle. You guys are wrong on this one and you know it, and you got burnt.
He got a media event and that thing went national.
In 2008, ex-drug officer Barry Cooper set up Odessa police to bring attention to Madden's case.
It was a success. And to prove we were right, the judge let her go. She got out of prison.
Painful memories that melt away as Yolanda Madden emerges a free woman.